हाय फ्रेंड, एमसीक्यू बेस्ड सेरिकल्चर की इस थर्ड वीडियो में आज हम कल्टीवेशन ऑफ मलबेरी प्लांट एंड हार्वेस्टिंग ऑफ मलबेरी प्लांट पे एमसीक्यू देखेंगे। प्लस हर ऑप्शन का एक्सप्लेनेशन भी इस वीडियो में दिया है। दिस फर्स्ट एमसीक्यू, cultivation and harvesting of mulberry plant is called, and options are sericulture, moriculture, horticulture and plant culture. See, the question is cultivation and harvesting of mulberry plant. First option is sericulture, but sericulture include three division, we know: agriculture, entomological and technical division. So in these, the correct option is moriculture. Moriculture. Here in this moriculture, we cultivate and harvest the Morus alba, yeah, mulberry plant. That's why the correct option is moriculture. Next is the food of Silkworm bombyx mori. And options are Ziziphus plant, Arjun plant, mulberry plant, and castor plant. Ziziphus plant, Arjun plant, these are the food of Tassar silkworm. Then castor plant is the food of iris silk moth, and the remaining option is mulberry plant. The correct option is here mulberry plant. Mulberry plant is a food of silkworm bombyx mori larva. Then about 90% silk in the world produced from options are mulberry silk, Tassar silk, iris silk, and Muga silk. Here the options correct option is mulberry silk, because this mulberry silk obtained from Bombyx mori. Bombyx mori is highly domesticated, easy to handle silk moth, and that's why about 90% silk in the world produced from mulberry silk. Then important characteristic of mulberry plant is options are it can be grown in all type of soils and climatic condition. Second, it can be propagated either seed or vegetatively. Then it is a perennial tree, and last all of the above. See, this mulberry plant, it can grow in all type of soils and climatic conditions. Second, this mulberry plant possesses characteristics. It can be propagated either seed or vegetatively, and in India this vegetative propagation of mulberry plant is most favored, most practiced. Then it is a perennial tree, no doubt. That's why the correct option is all of the above. These all are the characteristics of mulberry plant. Then, which of the following is a local varieties of mulberry plant used in Karnataka for feeding silkworm larvae? Options are Mysore local, Kanwa 5, Yamar 2, and Vishwa. See this B, C, and D option: Kanwa 5, Yamar 2, and Vishwa 2. These are the improved varieties of mulberry plants used in irrigated area. This Mysore local is local varieties. That's why the correct option is Mysore local. And nowadays this Mysore local is only used in non-irrigated field in Karnataka. Then leaf picking method is suitable to feed. Options are first and second instar larva, third instar larva, then next third and fourth instar larva, last is fifth instar larva. We know the first and second instar larva wants a succulent tender leaves. Okay, and here in this leaf picking method is suitable to feed for first and second instar larva. That so correct option is first and second instar larva. For this third instar, fourth instar larva, we prefer the branch cutting methods. Fifth instar larva, we prefer the whole shoot cutting methods. Next, Bachi method of leaf harvesting is a type of methods. This Bachi method is a famous method of leaf harvesting in Jammu and Kashmir, then in West Bengal, and it is a type of options are leaf picking, branch cutting, whole shoot cutting, and tree cutting. Here the correct option is branch cutting. Then judicious removal of undesirable branches of mulberry plant is called. Options are leaf picking. Leaf picking is a harvesting method. Okay. Then next option pruning. Next option moriculture and cutting. Here the smart removal of undesirable branches of mulberry plants. Why we done this removal of undesirable branches of mulberry plant? Because to give a proper shape, size to that plant. So this process is called pruning, and the correct option is pruning. Objective of pruning method is options are to give proper shape and size to plant. Next, to improve the quality of leaves and leaf field. Next, divert the energy of plant toward optimum leaf production. And last option is all of the above. Here the correct option is all of the above. Objective of pruning method is to give proper shape and size to the plant. Then by this pruning method we improve the quality of leaves and leaf. We also increase in leaf productions. Then by this pruning method divert the energy of plant toward optimum leaf production. So correct option is all of the above. Next, cutting of mulberry plants at one place each year is called method of pruning. Options are fist, non-fist, collar and bottom pruning. See this non-fist. In non-fist here in non-fist methods at the main stems 2 to 3 branches are developed. In collar, this collar is a leaf picking method famous in a Kolar district of Karnataka. Okay, so this here the correct option is fist. Cutting of mulberry plant at one place on main stem each year is called fist method of pruning. The advantages of this fist method is here the stem become thick and it shows the resistance against disease. Next, used to handle the young silkworm larvae to maintain the hygienic condition. We never handle the first, second instar larvae by hands, other instar larvae by hands because it may cause the unhygienic condition. So we use various equipment in sericulture. Here question is used to handle the young silkworm larvae to maintain the hygienic condition. Options are feather, chopsticks, hive tool and paraffin paper. Here see this third option, hive tool. This is the equipment used in apiculture. So this C is incorrect. Then paraffin paper. This paraffin paper used to maintain the moisture in leaves, maintain the humidity. Then feather. This feather is used for brushing the larvae. Now the remaining option is chopsticks. See this is the image of chopsticks. So chopstick is the correct option. Chopstick used to handle the young silkworm larvae to maintain hygienic conditions. Next, process of transferring silkworm larvae to rearing trays is called, and this process in sericulture is done by the feeders. What is the name of this process? Options are transferring, brushing, rearing and caring. Here the correct option is brushing. We brush the silkworm larvae by feeders to transfer the silkworm larvae on the rearing trays by using feathers, and this whole process is known as brushing. Next, rearing of young age larvae in leaf bed is called. Options are chowky rearing, late age rearing, self rearing and shoot rearing. Here a young age larvae, first and second instar larvae we reared on a chowky rearing. On a leaf bed this process is called as chowky rearing. Correct option is chowky rearing. In late age rearing, self rearing, shoot rearing, we use third mold larvae for this late age rearing, self rearing and shoot rearing. Then process of silkworm larvae undergoes periodically. Costing of skin during its development is called. Options are mounting, molting, aging and juvenile. See this here in silkworm developmental stages, silkworm larval developmental stages, there are 4 molt, means 5 instars are present. Okay, so during this molting period they cast their skin. This process is called as molting. Another name of this molting is ecdysis. Then the ideal temperature and humidity for rearing of silkworm larvae is, correct option is 23 and 28 degrees Celsius and 70 to 85% humidity required to rear the silkworm larvae in silkworm house. You know the grainage is a place where from where we obtain the seed, but here the rearing house in which we rear the silkworm larvae, and in this rearing house we maintain 23 to 28 degrees Celsius temperature and 70 to 85% humidity.